Hey everyone, it's CanadianTurtle. Welcome to another episode of Turtle Talk. Now, in this episode, we're going to be doing something very unique, very different. We started a series where we interview the YouTube gaming community, and our first guests today are the guys from GamingDirectUK. So we have Jake, we have Walters, and we have Scott. Okay, guys, say hello to the viewers for me.
Hello.
Hey.
All right. So now these guys are some of the members of the GamingDirectUK channel. They have more, but we're only interviewing these guys for now, and they have a pretty good channel. They're pretty big on the Halo videos, and they have lots of great walkthroughs. They have over 900 subscribers, which is awesome, and they're really cool people. Congratulations on the channel, guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, all right. So our first, let's get on with the interview. So let's talk about you guys. And I see you guys love Halo. So were you guys always Halo fans from the beginning? Like, did you guys play it back when Halo Combat Evolved came out?
Yes, definitely.
It was the first game I got with my Xbox, and
Same here.
from then I've just loved Halo.
Wow.
The first multiplayer game, the first online multiplayer game I ever played was Halo as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to join you on that.
So what is it about Halo that you guys love? Is it the online, or is it the campaign, or is it both?
both, definitely both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
one of you guys there.
I was just say it's like the multiplayer is just always really hypo, and it's just everything's going on, and it's just mental. You just get loads of people just randomly teabagging in corners and everything, and it's just really funny half of the time. And the storyline behind the single player mode's just epic. It's one of the best storylines I've ever seen. So
True. So what'd you think of Halo Reach? I've heard some mixed thoughts from from the Halo fans. Some loved it, some thought it was Well, what'd you guys think of it though?
I'd say I really like the campaign with it. I'd say that the multiplayer isn't as good as Halo 3 multiplayer, but I really do like campaign in it. But I'll let the other two talk about it as well.
I think it's just a step back from Halo 3.
Ah,
I think the graphics look nice.
yeah. So
Feels
that makes it feel different. Like, did they take out a component or something, or?
I think it was the fact that they added the armor abilities and other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
They tried that in too much, and I think they just made it overcomplicated. And whereas before you used to get people just being noobs with particular weapons, you got people using things like armor lock all the time, and it just took the fun out of it when you get people using stuff that's sort of like, I know it's the overall point of using the armor abilities, but I'm just not a big fan of them.
True. Nowadays, there's a ton of online games. Now, there's two sides to this. It's a good thing because, we get more online games, right? But the bad part is that there's so many of these online games, but there's so little time that sometimes you really have to carefully pick which games you want to dedicate to play online, especially if you're in college or university or, last couple of years of secondary school. Time is pretty hard to find because, you got to worry about studying, money, rent, and all that kind of stuff. So for me, unfortunately, I'm one of those victims. I don't have the time to spend hours on end with a bunch of different online games, right? Especially so I really have to pick one or two online games I want to play and stick to those because I have so many other single player games to play that I really want to play and I haven't touched yet. So the question here is that do you guys find yourself sticking to one or two online games because there's very little time to dedicate an online experience to lots of games, or do you guys find yourself sticking to one or two games because all the other games suck compared to the ones you guys play? Like, in your opinion?
I'll let somebody else start this time.
I tend to stick to one or two games, but I like to play a few hours on other games and see which I prefer, and then just stick to one or two of my best games.
True.
Yeah, I'd say I'm the same as well. It's like if a new Call of Duty game comes out or something like that, I'll immediately play multiplayer on that first, and I'll stick with the multiplayer on that. And after a while, I'll get bored of Call of Duty and I'll go back to Halo and I'll play that for a bit. And it's very rare that I stray away from the Halo multiplayer and the Call of Duty multiplayer. I only sort of juggle between the two.
Yeah. So what makes you come back to those and not others? What makes you want to get back into those? Is it just the overall feel and control of the game, or is it the 60 frames per second on the Call of Duty thing, which everyone loves? What is it about it?
I I'd just say the overall like gameplay feel of Call of Duty is one of the ones that's like really addictive. Like you'll find yourselves screaming at the TV sometimes, but it's one of those games that you keep coming back to purely because it's that addictive.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer and everything, I just think it's in Halo. I just think the multiplayer in Halo is just mental and everything as well, which is a really good thing. So
Yeah.
I kind of like to stick with Call of Duty and Halo, but I just sometimes find myself on Battlefield and different games like that.
Yeah.
I just like to experience a different thing instead of just the same two things like over and over again.
Same here. I also had Battlefield Bad Company 2, amazing game, but no one on my friends list played it. Like, there's one day where I saw everyone playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, and everyone's just telling me, "Come on, you gotta get this game." I bought it a week later, and then went online. No one was playing it anymore. Everyone went back to Call of Duty. I was just pissed off, and I had to sell it because I just couldn't play by myself. It's a very team-oriented game. So like, do you guys find yourself playing like very team-oriented in Halo and Call of Duty, or is it more of a solo kind of thing?
I'd say it's depending on what sort of moods we're in, really. I mean, if we want, say like if we're in a game where you get the people that are like the really pro gamers who would like send you messages after a game telling you how badly you sucked or something like that, that'd be the moment you'd immediately step up your game and start working as a team and communicating and everything like that. And then sometimes you'll have those moments where somebody will steal your sniper rifle and you'll run over there and betray them and then get booted.
Yeah.
So
how'd you guys get into video games in the first place? Like, what was your first gaming experience like?
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think that was my same as well. Yeah.
I had the Mega Drive.
Mega Drive was win.
Yeah, that was nice.
The first game I ever played was Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That game was amazing. It was immense.
Yeah.
So since then I haven't stopped being a gamer and everything, and it's something I'm hoping to pursue a career in.
The first game I played was, I think it was one of the Golden Axe series on the Mega Drive. And
I remember those.
I just kept going back to it.
Yeah.
I got an Xbox. I got the original Xbox after that as well, and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think my first game was a Mario one as well. I don't exactly know which Mario, but pretty sure it was the first game I played.
Does anybody remember that Super Mario Kart that came out on the Super Nintendo?
Oh yeah, I still play that. It's awesome.
I do. It's awesome. It's a great game.
Yeah. So do you guys do you guys play fighting games or
Sometimes. I'm more on FPSs myself, but if I had to pick a particular fighting game that I like, I'd say it'd be the Tekken series, which most people tend not to opt for. They tend to go for the Mortal Kombat series, but I prefer Tekken.
Yeah. In Mortal Kombat, You played the newest one, or?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it? What'd you guys think?
I'm crap at it, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I've got it. I play it like when I'm in the mood of beating people up, really. Yeah.
You just want to see the fatalities.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I've still not seen the baby one yet. I want to see that.
All right. So, by the way, how'd you guys come up with your channel? Anyways, do you guys know each other personally? And you guys just grouped together, thought of, hey, let's make a channel since we all know each other. We can like make videos together. Was it like that, or?
Well, I think it started. Our first channel we made was ODST. I just got bored and made a random channel and uploaded it, and I think it was a firefight game, and it got about 40,000 views. And
yeah.
When we saw how popular it was, we just grouped together and made a new channel.
Yeah, and since then, with different reasons and everything, different channels we've had haven't like succeeded as well. So we thought, with Awesome Face, we thought, we're going to start a new one, and we started GamingDirectUK. And since then, this channel's just what we aim to do is we just like bringing people walkthroughs of games, like new release games, and any special requests we'll sometimes do them as well. But we also like what we're hoping to do is build up our fan base enough to be able to like do more community related videos, such as like, this sort of thing as well, so people get to know us a bit better and hopefully be one of the big names out there one day. So
True, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are doing pretty good so far. 900 subscribers. You got some great videos now. About the commentaries and stuff. Do you guys have a for your walkthroughs? Is it just a walkthrough, or is it like do you guys have like talking like commentary with it?
Well, so far we've been doing it without commentary, but
Oh,
our
yeah.
latest walkthrough, which is Harry Potter, we've started doing commentary for.
Yes, and we're hoping to carry on doing that for the
Yeah.
walkthroughs.
Because we realise not everyone likes commentary, providing we've got enough time, we'll probably be uploading a version with commentary and a version without, so...
Just to appeal to all
True.
audiences. So
Yeah.
Try and get.
All right. So our next question is, do you guys have a certain game that you guys love, but everyone else seems to hate? Well, not like hate, but I mean, do you guys know a game where you love so many special things about it, but everyone else doesn't seem to notice those special things? Like everyone doesn't seem to appreciate it as much. Like.
I'd say Halo ODST. Not a lot of people like that game. Is like say it's not as good as the other games in the series, but
Yeah.
I find the campaign in that like one of the most compelling campaigns, and one of the ones that I just when you're walking through Mombasa streets and everything, you just the nostalgia you get and everything. A lot of people don't appreciate that game for what it is, but I actually really like it. I'd say it's one of my favourite Halo games.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Jake.
I just love Battlefield. Loads of people have been in Call of Duty. That's their game. I just stick to Battlefield. I think the campaign's a lot better on Battlefield than it is on Call of Duty.
That's actually pretty good. You have your own taste. We need more people like that. I think a lot of people, can stick to Call of Duty, like most of the casual gamers, because it has such a big fan base because it's so excessive, right? Like when you play it, it's like, wow, I'm getting like a 5 kill streak on my first try. It's very excessive. It's very easy for people to get into. But when people start playing like Battlefield, where it's more of a team-based game, it's very hard for them. So they don't feel like learning the game, so they go back to Call of Duty. Not that Call of Duty's a good, not that Call of Duty's a bad game or anything. It's just that some people, most of the casuals stick to that style.
Yeah. You got to be a much more tactical player to play Battlefield, really, haven't you?
True. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So what about who haven't we heard from? I think
Scott agreed with me on what I said about ODST.
Yes.
Another game I do like though is horror games like Silent Hill, which are kind of unappreciated because they lack of multiplayer.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, true. Yeah. So I agree with that. I've also played the Silent Hill games, and like a lot of games these days, they're coming out with online tacked on multiplayer basically. Like it shouldn't even be there, but it's there. What do you guys think about that? Like, do you guys just not care? Like, do you guys just ignore it, or does it make you angry? Like, oh, I wish they didn't spend so much time on this. I wish to spend more time on the campaign rather than use this multiplayer mode that doesn't even fit with the game. Like,
I'd prefer it if with games like that just sort of stuck to the single player and made the single player as good as they can, rather than wasting time on the like you said, the multiplayer that shouldn't really even be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think if they could spend more time on the single player and make that experience a whole lot better than doing multiplayer that hardly anybody's going to play, and the people that are going to play it are only going to play it for like 20 minutes or something and then get bored. So
true.
I think that would be a lot better.
All right, we're almost running out of time. I think we got 1 minute left. All right, so we're gonna have a quick question. All right, so what's your most anticipated game so far? It could be a game that's coming out 2012, or it could just be a game that already came out but you haven't played it yet.
I'd say Halo 4.
Halo 4, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of Halo orientated, but
yeah.
I'd say it'd be between that and the new Zelda Skyward Sword that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
So.
I'd have to say mine would either be Halo 4 or Skyrim, which comes out in November.
It's going to have to be either FIFA 12 or Gears of War 3.
Yeah. I looked at some videos for Gears of War 3. I actually like it. I really love those kind of games where it has like alien invasion type fiction, like Halo and like Gears of War. Like humans fighting aliens or like humans fighting a different race. Those are my favorite kind of stories, really.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming to the interview. You know, we appreciate it a lot, and it was very fun talking to you guys. And you know, viewers, please comment on the video and tell us what you think, and stay tuned because you know, who knows, you could be the next guest. You know, you don't have to be a big channel with 5,000 subscribers. As long as you're a gamer, whether you love games released by Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft, you're always welcome on this show. And just send us a message to the average gamers. And you know, thanks for watching.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.